Yo, what's up? Sorry about the slow start. Just had some things I needed to take care of. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do today. I don't really remember what point we left off, or we quit last Friday. Good morning, Harukanan, and good morning, Derek, by the way. We're still doing the activity texture, that's for sure. Define the layering system. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yes. Okay, let's see if we can play this and see what we have. Yeah, I don't care about the water, so let's do... Oh, come on. Oh, did I do... Yeah, fuck yeah, I did minus down. Yeah, that's bad. Let's do it like this then. Okay, so I think if I remember correctly, we were improving the activity texture, or the data we pack into the activity texture, but also how we do it. Getting drops down to 120 FPS here. I have no idea what's going on there. So we're supposed to store min height here, max height here, I think. Height min, yeah, we should be getting height max here. And then we have, this should be direction. This should be direction strength. And then we have, yeah, the activity here, just timestamp based. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yes. So previously we filled up these textures by doing entity. Let's go dynamic entity. for each collider in colliders, we call update activity with a collider. And then we do per collider, we do some ray casting. And that's about it. What I want to do instead is we call this one instead. So control the terrain occupy, and we send in bounds. We get a terrain subset from the bounds, and then we add these two occupied terrain subsets. This one. And then in late update we call update activity data, which will hopefully so we're talking about this one, which, and here we cast a few rays and hopefully we collect the data we want for each occupied terrain subset here. But we didn't get this one to work last Friday. Hopefully we can do that today. Yo, Geralt, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Okay, let's see if we can get it to work. So we're gonna start by comment this out and comment this back in. Occupy bounds, we just do this, we add terrain subset. Then in late update, we call update activity data, and then we do apply data. Right now we just applied, we send in terrain data type activity height min, but we will actually send in more than that. Yeah, we will send in the full buffer, so it should be okay. Yeah, let's see if we get anything from this. Any activity data whatsoever. Not too sure about this frame rate, honestly. Shift 9. Nah, we don't have anything if we do it like this. 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay. No, we don't get anything. not? I want to see if we can get... I want to see how many... affected terrain point count. One. Yeah, pretty damn sure that this is wrong then. What do we do? Occupied terrain subsets. Ooh, that's not good. Let's do max Y here. And I want to try this again. That's not good at all. Okay, we're getting errors here from the get-go. Yeah, this is not how we want to do it. Yeah, we get width and height here. This one we need to fix though. We want this one to be inclusive as well, I think. Let's do it like this. I is equal to We might need to do less than or equal to here eventually. Is it like this we want to do? Vector2 int min.x plus I min.y plus j. Does this make sense? Is it height we want to do here? I want to make sure that we get all the indices here as well. So what if we have something like this? Let's say that min is 10, 5, 11, 12, 13. So then we have 13, 6, 7. Which means that our width is 13 minus 10, 3. Our height is 7 minus 5, 2. So we have 3, 2. Then we go from I 0 less than 3. So we go 0, 1, 2. That's 3 times. And we do, this one is equal to min x plus I, which is 10. So we get 10, 11, 10, 11, 12. We never get this one. So that's one thing we need to fix. So it's pretty much just like this. But then we need to make this one bigger, right? 2. But we could probably just do it like +1, +1. Width, height, what do we have? 4 times 3, 12. That's correct. Indices. We want to go items with plus J. But at most, this one can pretty much be width times width plus height. And what do we have? 3. So 9 plus height, which is 211. Well, that's good. That's correct, right? And then this one becomes 12. Ah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's try it. Yo, what's up, Cooler SK? How is this one outside with this setup? We do 4 times 3 here, so we get 12. So 11 should be the biggest one. Here we can get 3 times 3 plus 2. The fuck? And that is 11. Fuck it, depends on, feels like I'm putting too much trust into these one getting calculated the correct way, but I think they should be. They should never be negative. At minimum, grid resolution -1. Eight, 4, 4, 4. So with height 8, 4. Let's see if we can get some overflow with 8, 4 then. So 8, 4. So what we have here? We have 9 times 5, right? Nine times 5, 45. 8, 4, yeah. At most, what we can get here is I can be equal to width, so 8, 5. So we can get 8 times 8, yeah, and then we're fucked. 8 times 5, yeah, we're... what do we say? 8 times 4, so 9 times 5. And here we can get 8 times 8. 64, yeah. Fuck, am I tired or am I tired? I times height plus j. Does that make sense? Okay, so what did we have? We had 9 times 5, 45. And here we can get 8 times 4. Plus 4, 36. 8 times 4 plus 4. Yeah, I don't know. 8 times 4 gives us an array of size 45, right? But we don't fill it up entirely, do we? 45, 45, 45, we get 8 times 4 plus 4. So what am I missing? 45. Oh yeah. Do we want height plus 1 here? Yeah, we do. So then we get 8 times 5 plus 4. Then we get 44. Beautiful. That should be the correct indices, I think. We still don't get any data sent, which is quite weird. But no errors, at least. That's good. What do we have? Default. Affected terrain point. $800. Seriously? 430. Are we really that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 100 times 100, or 10 times 10, 100, 200, 300, 430. That's probably correct, although I wonder why we're not seeing any data being sent down still. Okay, so we get 644 points here. It's still a lot. Maybe a bit too much. It could be multiple different things. I want to try. I'm a little bit worried about this mask, first of all. I want to see if we skip it, do we get any hits? Fucking ray casting, man. I think it's... We don't get anything. Ah, we actually get this. But ray casting, I think that's definitely not the... I don't like doing ray casting here to get the correct values. Definitely not. $150. Okay, can we get a correct mask here? Let's see what the performance is then. Or actually, if we don't have a mask, we do get the correct timestamps, but we don't get any other correct data, do we? Height min, height max, and direction, how did they look? So... height min, we don't get anything for height min. Height max, direction, looks pretty bad. Okay, I get it. We hit the ground. Yeah, I want to do this name to layer. I want to use the mask, the correct mask. But do we not... get mask. Is this new? Okay. I want to try that one instead. Get mask. Maybe it's better. I don't know, as far as performance goes, it's pretty shit, honestly. Would like to avoid raycasting, definitely, but I mean, this one is costly as fuck as well. But then again, yeah, I wonder how much Collider.raycast is probably so much cheaper than this, even though we do a good mask. Because that's pretty much what we did previously. So for each collider we do, and this is much quicker, I think. Mm. I wonder if this is probably the better way to do it. Update activity per collider per dynamic entity. If the dynamic entity is far away from the camera, we use... then it's just one collider. Maybe. Still need to figure out what I want to happen with... we might have multiple colliders occupying the same point. And I don't really know how I want to handle that. So min height we could probably go min. Max height we could probably go max. Direction, I have no idea what I want to do for rigid body direction. So we're talking about this one angle here. If we have multiple colliders on one point, probably want to take this one. Take the rigid body with the biggest velocity magnitude, and that's the direction we go with. Why not? But that means we're gonna read a lot of values, but it might be okay. Because before we set this one, we're also gonna read what we have. And it's gonna be fuck. We need to check timestamp as well. So if it has the same timestamp, then we want to check which one has the smallest height. I'm still kind of annoyed. Well, let me put it this way. So the data we want to represent on the GPU right now is minimum height, maximum height, direction, and velocity strength or magnitude. But I'm pretty sure this is not enough for everything we want to visualize with this. So I'm just wondering if this is... Did I choose idiotic data to send down, or... Timestamp is pretty good though. Yeah, it's two aspects I'm the most worried about, and it feels like we can only choose one of these. We can solve one of these, but the other one will fail with the current data we decide to pack into a texture. So if we have snow, I like the snow problem, or deformation of snow. I think we can fully solve with this data. Easy. We have minimum height and timestamp. The problem though is if we want to overwrite minimum height or not. Okay, let's just do it with the values we have. Not too sure about this at all. So what do we do? Minimum here, we go down delta, then we shoot up to delta. So when we get a value here, what I want to do is if we get a hit, new value is equal to this one. Seriously, why are we doing it like this? Oops, sorry about that. Instead of doing terrain patch index and data index, we could probably do terrain patch. Terrain patch is equal to data index. We still want to do like this, I think. So terrain patch, we can just do okay, here I would like to get the timestamp, I think. And I don't think we have an easy way to get this one just now. Yeah, we don't define it here like this, but or rather we can't get it, can we? So the question is, in this case, we don't really care that much about timestamp, or the question is more, do we actually want to have access to the timestamp, or do we want the timestamp to work behind the scenes, basically? There's really no reason for terrain base. No, I don't think so. But yeah. Set terrain data, set value. Is this one gonna have to take it into account, or actually this one? Do we want to do something specific here if it's terrain data type with timestamp? This shit. Right now we just set the value and update the timestamp, which means that we can get varying. Which means that we override. It's the Wild West and the texture pretty much. We just override and set values left and right. Don't care about what we have. Don't care about what we had. Yo, what's up, Catboy King? we have? I want to double check time. The time at the beginning of the current frame in seconds it starts of the application. Okay, beautiful. Which means that we should be able to compare these without problem. So, i.e., a data point, if we set it more than once in one frame, or we will be able to figure out if we're trying to set a data point multiple times just from this time variable. So that's great. Although I guess the most straightforward comparisons I would like to do here is we check, is timestamp bigger than whatever timestamp we have in terrain data activity? If so, check if height min is less than the height we have. If so, set it. But that's a lot of comparisons. We're gonna do the same thing with height max as well. Then we do the same thing with this one and this one. But we just need to check timestamp once. Mm. Terrain data with timestamp. Here we have a timestamp, but we don't have it for all. IIndexable. Yeah, what the fuck? We should probably... Okay, let's go with a route of not where we don't care about the timestamp outside of this one. So any comparison we want to do with timestamp, we will have to do it inside of this one. What I'm trying to say is that we don't have access to timestamp outside of this class, pretty much. Or definitely not out in terrain base, at least. But the more I think about it, the more I think it's time to do a little bit of a rework here. Bada boom, baby. What's up? I'm new. This is a nice background video. I hope your game dev does well. It goes well. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a slow day today, but yeah. Hope your project goes well as well. I'm wondering. I mean, let's do it like this. Set terrain data. Terrain data. New value. And then we do the same with this one, or actually, okay. Hopefully I will be able to show the problem we're facing with the current. This one is big magnitude. Okay. Hopefully I will be able to show the mismatch we have. Or I mean the fighting we have between which value should be stored to which data point, or which value should be stored to the data point. So basically, if we have multiple colliders fighting over the same terrain point, we don't have a structure of which collider that should save its data to the data point. What makes your creature collector unique? As opposed to what? Okay, this is minimum, right? Okay, we actually show minimum. Does it look? Maybe it looks... And this is maximum. Maximum is... Actually, maybe it's... Not too bad. Oh yeah, bada boom, bada boom. Like Cassette Beast, Palworld. Okay, so Palworld, Pokemon, Cassette Beast. Haven't played Cassette Beast though. My Creature Collector is more similar to Chow Garden or Viva Pinata if you've played those games, and I'm talking about Sonic Chow Garden. So it's not that much about going out into the world and collecting creatures. It's more about terraforming and taking care of your garden such that creatures want to move into your garden. So you want to attract them instead of catching them, basically. In fact, this performance is shit. Yeah, like Viva Pinata is one of my favorite games of all time. Why are we getting such a bad performance this time around? I don't like this at all. What are the spikes we're getting here? Okay, the spikes is just editor loop. Okay, I don't care about that too much. Catboy King, ever considered changing the stream title to Creature Ranch in game or something like that? Yeah, maybe I should. Script run behavior update is update. Does it take fucking 20%? Dynamic entity. Catbook King, you probably end up having to explain it anyway. Yeah, probably. But I don't have anything against explaining it again and again. So not yet though, at least. Do I really want to care about performance right now? What bothers me is that we're getting over 200 here pretty easily, but as soon as we introduce this one, we're getting, like, it's affecting the performance too much currently for what we actually get. And it worries me a bit. It worries me a lot. Fucking 50 FPS for what? Although, maybe it's not too bad. Yeah, maybe it's not too bad because I'm also wondering if this might be... Nah, this won't work because we want to do... I don't think we can do physics raycast on a separate thread, no. In Summerrock we'll return to grass simulation and implement high detail lawn mowing mechanics. Maybe. And as to lizards and frogs, I can't promise lizard and frogs, but I can probably promise something very similar to lizards and frogs. We will see. But like when we get to the activity map, like I wonder will we be able to somehow in some way update this one through a second thread maybe? That would be nice. Cooler SK, I think we have some cherries as well. Pear, apple, and cherries. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to keep this in mind. How is it possible? What do we have? It's not that many colliders, honestly. Okay, for instance, here we have maximum height for a pixel. That's what we wanna display here. And for this one, we actually we probably get the lowest collider, which is why we're getting a dark color here, and that's not good at all. What do we have here? This is weird. Yo, what's up, Cold Bones? Happy 200. Thank you, appreciate it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck it. What do we have on 9? Okay. 7. Yeah, this is very weird. The direction with the character here, it doesn't really work, does it? What can we do? What do we do to calculate the direction here? Oh yeah, we do it like this. Collider attached rigid body. I wonder if this one I didn't think about. Let's take a look at the character here. The outer collider, i.e. the big capsule collider here, the macro collider, or whatever you want to call it. This one uses this rigid body. The inner colliders uses this rigid body. Kinematic. So this is probably okay, but so we get all colliders here. What I'm trying to get at is when we try to set the velocity direction or activity direction and activity direction strength here, we do it using collider dot attached rigid body dot velocity. In some cases here, so for the character, yeah, on the sides here we get the bigger collider, but then we get the smaller colliders, and that's why we're getting yeah, this one doesn't change velocity, so we get 0, 0, 0 here. Okay, there we go. So that's the fighting we see here. We see fighting when the correct rigid body want to set. Okay, I get it. So yo, what's up, Fahad? So what do we wanna do here? I still want my internal colliders to affect these two values, but when it comes to this one, we probably wanna do not collider attached rigid body, but we probably wanna do we want to send in entity rigid body here, I think. Update activity. Yeah, that would fix the in-house fighting. That's for sure. And in-house, I mean, it would fix the fighting between internal colliders and... or it would fix the fighting for the same object, this. So basically the same object trying to save multiple values. Instead it would just be one value we try to save. And then I also want to fix, I want to be able to visualize this way better. You're totally right, Harukanan. You shouldn't fight. Fahad, I'm aiming to learn shaders and VFX. Any advice? I don't know if I have any good advice, but just keep at it, honestly. Fahad, of course I will, thanks anyway. Yeah, good luck, good luck. I think shaders specifically. VFX I haven't done that much of lately, but I guess it's connected to shaders in some way. But shaders it's definitely fun, but it can be quite hard initially. Do we have a main entity? Do we have a main rigid body for entities? We have colliders, bounds, interactables. No, we don't. Actually, entity might not even have a rigid body. Animate or dynamic entity definitely does. Yeah, we do private rigid body. Do we just want to send this one in here? Yeah, let's just see what kind of result we get if we send this one in as well. But rigid body. If we do it like this, we can't utilize the same. We don't do it anymore. Okay, so then it's okay. Update activity, rigid body collider. Update activity. Just use this rigid body instead, see what we get. Still min and max annoys me. Oh well. Fucking sub 100 FPS. Jesus. That's depressing. 7. Okay, we get this. At least all of them has the same. And I think. We should be able to use this data, right? I wonder. Honestly, it doesn't look like we have that many color variations here. We should have. Like, we should be able to visualize 256 different directions. But it looks like we have. Actually, maybe we do. Let's see here. Let's see if I can try and. Yeah, we can probably support 256. Yeah. But this is blue. Why is this black? And this is red. That's wrong, I think. Blue, black, black. Catboy King, this looks fun. It's not boring, at least. But yeah, I want to be able to handle this so it's pretty much when velocity goes to 0, we get a few different directions. How kind of my brain is constantly thinking in terms of network transport of the data changes. Feel free to elaborate, because I have no idea. I just have, it feels like I have to state, I'm currently in the process of trying to quit nicotine, and I've never felt this slow in my entire life, I think. I'm feeling very off today. Yeah, it's been rough. Oh geez, how long have you held up? I took my last nicotine pouch yesterday morning, I think, so it's a little bit more than 24 hours right now. Okay, I want to be able to visualize this one a little bit better. Red and blue and black is what we have currently. You're fine, just brain ghost at the moment. Yeah, it honestly feels like I don't even know how to describe it, but okay. Let's see. I want to be able to visualize, let's see here, I want to visualize both direction and magnitude of, okay, so velocity and magnitude in a nice way. But I'm also thinking, let's see here. -1. Yeah, because, okay, this one is blue, but this one is black. That doesn't seem right. It feels like we have it the opposite, the other way around when it comes to the x direction. My question is why? We do signed angle forward and up. If angle is if angle is on this side, we have a positive, so then we just do, then we return angle. So if we get 90 divided by 360, so 25 times 0.25 times 255, 63. I'm wondering, when we unpack this, what do we do? Util activity. Do we rotate the wrong way? Maybe. Rotate around axis. Has to be right. Util math, rotate around axis. I'm pretty sure it's this one. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Upwards and downwards is okay, and even if we rotate the other way around, it's okay. Yeah, it's probably this unpack. So what can we do? If we do, can we just invert this one? Can we just invert this one? What does that give us? Kabir, what's up? What language are you using? It's Unity, so we're using C# and HLSL. Okay. Yeah, if we... If we do... Yeah, of course. We want to flip it on the X. We want to flip it on the X-axis to make it correct, but why? Like, why does that yield the correct result? in relation to axis. Okay, interesting. Page of Moths. Hi, are you using Unit 6 or just the Unit 6 docs? I'm not on Unity 6 just yet. We're on 21.2, so we're pretty far behind actually. And it defaults to the Unity 6 documentation, and most of the time that's okay. Okay, so why are we getting a flipped x-axis? That's weird. Okay, let's just do this because I want to make sure. Debug.log angle. Let's do this, and then let's disable everything but the character and see what kind of angle we get. So let's disable those, and let's disable those. Page, I've used 21.x to 23.x and I couldn't tell you what the difference is. Yeah, I know that render features and stuff like that, they changed a lot between those versions, or between 20 and 22, I think. That's about it. Okay, so right now we have an angle of 360. Interesting for our character then, I suppose. So if we go this direction, what do we have? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, because we're at 0. So let's see here. Now we're moving in the upwards direction, right? And what do we have now? 360, And then 1. Yes, okay. So we're doing this in the wrong direction. 180 here, that's correct. 360 or 0 here, that's correct. This should be positive x, so this should be 90-ish. But currently we're doing it the other way around, right? I just need to double check. Yeah, the current direction we're running into should be 90, but it's 270, so that's not good. And that's also why we're getting the wrong here. So did I change this one back, by the way? Paige, are you working on custom character controller? No. We're working on the terrain here. We're doing a custom terrain. I'm just trying to get my activity texture in place. So I want to keep track of like how objects move on this terrain, which direction and things like that. So we can do some cool shader effects eventually. Yeah. Like I want objects to dynamically affect the water and snow and whatnot, grass, foliage. But why the hell? Okay, so down, this one is correct. This one is flipped. It's flipped because what did I do? Terrain-based data. Yeah, let's focus on this. The angle we print here. We're printing printing 180 if we're running. $180 when we're running downwards, that's correct. And 360 here, and here we're okay. But why are we hate this, doesn't feel too right, but do we want to do this instead? To get the sign correct. Okay, this is correct. Oh, what the fuck? The fuck's going on now? Oh yeah, this is actually this one. It's the opposite. What have I done? Wait, do we get the correct angles in the print? So here we should be getting 00360, and we are, so that's good. And here we should be getting 90, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually printing the correct values right now. That's good. 90, 0, 90, 180, 27. Okay, beautiful. So we're packing the correct values. So whatever we do here, that's correct. I'm gonna remove that one. So why are we getting the wrong one when we unpack it? Terrain activity data, we unpack it here. Unpack. In unpack, we just change a byte value between 0 and 255 to be a float between 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 times 2 pi. Rotate around axis. Angle. Rotate around axis, angle, the vector and the axis. Angle. Should be okay. Yeah, okay, ever since we changed forward velocity here, so this just means that we go in a clockwise direction when we pack down the data. So positive x is like this, instead of having positive x here. But then when we read this one on the GPU, it's like we have rotated 180 degrees. So we're pretty much 180 degrees off, I think. But does this make sense? Yeah, we're 180 degrees off. But I don't understand why. Why are we 180 degrees off? Depend on the direction we're rotating here, I guess. Yeah, for instance, if we would go negative here, blue, what the fuck? That's not true. Now we are correct, I think. Blue, red, black, black. Yeah, now I think. Yeah, we are. So blue, red. Okay, nice. So running a big circle. Although I would like to normalize this one and show it. How can we show it in a better way? Or if we change it from rotate around direction, do we need to we shouldn't need to normalize it. But it would still be nice when we print it. Where do we have direction? We just do float for direction. Let's do multiplied by -1 and 1, 0.5 plus 0.5, right? So -1, 1, minus 0.5, 0.5, yes. Does this make sense? I think so. I would like to see what kind of result we get if we do this as well. Okay. So I pretty much want to do there we go. So what does this correspond to? This should be running upwards should be 0, 0, 1. Then we change it. Then we do multiplied by 0.5, so we get 0, 0, 0.5, and then we add 0.5. So 0.5. I want to see what kind of value that is. Do we have? Fuck it, let's do it in here. So that's 0.5, 0.51. Is this equal to what we're seeing here? I don't know. Maybe. Probably yes. Can I visualize this in some better way? Probably it would be very nice to have arrows. Visualizing it. Can I do that in my shader in maybe. You can see this here as well. We want to be able to draw here. Yeah, we should only update the data for objects that we move. That's true. Mm. Okay, that's sorta useful data. I wonder... and it's kinda quick. It's not the quickest, but... Okay, so in animate entity, we want to make sure that we only send down dynamic entity, actually. We don't want to do... we only want to do this if our rigid body has changed. Or is that true? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Do we have Unity rigid body? Are we gonna have to do this ourselves? There should be some variables we can use to calculate or to figure out if has this rigid body moved. Yeah, in some way we should be able to calculate it. But yeah, let's put it this way. I'm gonna do... I won't be having the time for this today because I gotta run now. We're gonna do 3 hours a day streams this week because, yeah, I'm not 100% functional. Reason, trying to quit nicotine. So yeah, I'm doing the best of the situation. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better than today. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what to say about today's stream. Some minor progress. That's always good. Hopefully better tomorrow. Yeah. So, Moth, Scotty, Harukanan, everybody, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of the day. Peace.